Welcome back to the season preview show in the Cox 11 Sports Report as we take a look at the upcoming 2010 high school football season team and players, Matt.
That's right. We're going to be joined by our buddy Rod Johnson. As actually, Chris, you had an opportunity to sit down with him and take a look at his 2010 players to watch list.
All right, we're here with Rod Johnson, our man at VirginiaPreps.com. Rod, with Phillip Sims and Justin Hunter now departed on their way to the SEC, who's the number one prospect in the 757?
Chris, I really think it's down to two guys. One, we're here at Bayside High School, so Demetrius Nicholson has got to be one of the top guys. He's being looked at as a cornerback, definitely defense back, one of the best in the nation. In fact, Rivals.com ranks him as the number 4 defensive back in the nation, so certainly a guy that's gotten his share of attention and expected to commit it here within the next couple months. But if he has a competitor for that top spot, it's going to be Quinte Funderburk, the wide receiver out of Oscar Smith's 6'3" kid, attention from Alabama, Florida, some of the major SEC schools, as well as everybody up and down the Mid-Atlantic. So I'd say those two kids probably rank as the number 1 and 2 kids right now. I think you go on to the peninsula side of the water and get into Daquan Romero, who's committed to North Carolina, and Caleb Taylor, a linebacker who's committed to Virginia. So some of the top kids have already committed, but I would say those are kind of the next group that stands out a bit, along with David Dean out of Green Run is a top-level kid that's already committed to the University of Virginia, a Travis Hughes at Kempsville, and a Clifton Richardson athlete at Menchville High School.
All right, who's the one kid who we're not hearing about right now, but by the end of the season will have made a name for himself?
I'm probably going to cheat here a little bit and give you two kids. I think that defensive back at Lake Taylor named DeAndre Moore, his senior film could really help him. And then coming out of Phoebus High School, Tyree Lee, who will step in as their feature tailback, and that's always a position that garners attention. And Lee had some flashes last year of great film. I think this year when he gets those consistent carries, teams will really get to evaluate him a little bit better.
All right, we're going to put you on the spot with this last question. We're going to look ahead to next year. Who's going to be number 1 on the list?
I'd say right now from the Eastern region, it looks like there's two guys. One is Eli Harold out of Ocean Lakes High School. He's a defensive end, about 6'2", 6'3", long arms, good build, a kind of kid that really explodes off the ball and gives that any college is going to look for a pass rushing defensive end, and this guy's a prototype for that position. And then J.C. Coleman out of Oscar Smith, the running back. He had about 1,400 yards last year, and in a lot of the spread offenses that colleges are running now, he's a made to order guy that can touch the ball 5-10 times a game and get you 10-15 yards a pop, big time return guy. So I think those two are going to kind of battle for the most recruited out of this area.
All right, Rod, we'll keep an eye on all those names all season long right here on the Cox 11 Sports Report.